Hello everyone, I welcome you all again in Basic C Programming course. Today in this video you will learn control statement in a C, part 1. In that you will learn decision making or selection control statements. There are two more parts of the control statement in a C, part 2 and part 3. You will learn these two parts in the next video. The topics covered in this video are types of statements in a C, control statements in a C, decision making or selection statement in a C. In that you will learn different types of statement, if statement, if else statement, nested if else statement, else if ladder, switch statement, examples of C program and assignment on about topic. Types of statements in a C. There are mainly two types, sequential statements and control statements. Now what do you mean by sequential statements? In sequential statements, the order of flow of execution is sequential or serially. Means they are executed in the order in which they appear in the program or written in the program. Now it can be of two types, simple statement or compound statement. So simple statement means simple assignment statement A equal to 10 or A equal to B plus C are the simple statement. Compound statement means two or more statements are enclosed in opening and curly braces are known as compound statement. Now next is control statements. Control statements help us to control the flow of execution in the program. They help us, they alter the flow of execution or the order of execution of the instruction in a program. They help us to make decisions depending on some condition, or they help us to perform some task repeatedly, or we can jump from one part of the program to other part with the help of control statements. The types of control statements. First, decision making statements, second, iterative statements, and third, jump statements. In this video we are going to focus only on decision making statements. These two statements you will learn in next videos. Decision making statements mainly are if statement and types of if statement, then switch statement. In iterative statements means these statements execute the code repeatedly till number of times. In that, while statement, do while statement, pause statement. In next are jump statement. It help us to jump from one part of the code to other part of the code. Like break statement, continue, go to, and return statement are the example of the jump statements. Decision making or selection control statements. Now in our daily life also, we have to take some decisions depending on some condition. For example, suppose if the weather is rainy, then I will sit at home. Otherwise, I will play outside. Now, I will play outside or I will sit at a home. Depends on the weather condition. Means we take the decision depending on the weather condition. In the same manner, decision control statements changes the flow of control depending on condition. So decision control statements alter or changes the normal sequential execution of the statements in the program depending upon the test condition, which is to be carried out at a particular point in the program. Now in conditional control or selection control, the execution of statements depends on the test condition. If the condition evaluates a true value, then the set of statements will be executed. Otherwise, another set of statements will be executed. So it helps us in making decision about which set of statements is to be executed. The types of conditional statements in a C language. First, if statement. Again in if there are parts, if statement, if else statement, nested if else statement, else if ladder, and another one is switch statement. Now we have already seen conditional operator or ternary operator. It also helps in making decisions. Now first statement is if statement. This is the most simple form of decision control statement. It is also known as a one-way statement because because only one alternative is provided. Now in this simple if statement, the set of statements will be executed only if the condition given in the if statement is true. Now in C language, any non-zero value is assumed to be true and 0 is assumed as a false. Now syntax, if keyword, in round bracket you can give condition. Now condition is formed by using relational operators and logical operators, like if A is less than B. So less than is relational operator here. Okay. If condition evaluates to true value, then statement 1 and statement 2 will be executed. If the condition is false, then this statement 1 and statement 2 will be skipped and control will flow to the statement 3. So you can use if followed by round bracket and condition. If it is true, then it will execute the statement 1 and 2, otherwise statement control will flow to the statement 3. You can see in this diagram flow chart, first test the condition or test the expression. If it is true, then control will go inside the if body. Otherwise, control will transfer to the statement after the if. Let's see some example of the program here. In the main, we are define two variables num1 and num2. Num1 having value 1 and num2 having value 2. So we define variables int num1 equal to 1, int num2 equal to 2. Now if statement, if keyword, small letter s, if num1 is less than num2. If it is true, yes, 1 is less than 2. So control will flow inside the if. It will print number 1 is smaller than number 2. Suppose if num1 is 5 and num2 is 2, then condition will fail and control will come to the return 0. Now next, if else statement. This is the two-way or bidirectional control statement. This statement is used to test the condition and take one of the two possible actions. If the condition evaluates to true, then statement or block of statement will be executed after the if block. Otherwise, statement or block of statement in the else block will be executed. Syntax, if condition in round bracket. If condition is true, then statement 1 and statement 2 will be executed. If condition is false, then else statement will be executed. In else, statement 3 will be executed. So if else, two-way alternative or bidirectional control statement. It provides two alternatives, statement 1, 2 or statement 3. If condition fails, then else part will be executed and statement 3 will be executed. Let us understand again in the flow chart. In test expression, in test condition, if it evaluates to true value, then body of if statement will be executed. If test condition evaluates to false value, then body of else will be executed. Body of the else will be executed. After that, statement just below if else will be executed. Let's see example. In the main function, we declare a variable num having value 19 of type int. So int num equal to 19. Now check the condition. If num less than 10, then execute the third statement, printf value is less than 10. If the condition fails, then else part will come. Else printf value is greater than 10. Now here num value is 19. Is less than 10. So if condition fails, 19 is not less than 10. So it will skip the third statement and control will transfer to else part. So in else part it will printf the value is greater than 90. Let us see example of if statement. Suppose if you type number which is less than 0, then program should print your integer negative number. So first include #include stdio.h file. Then in main function to declare a variable number n of type int and printf the message enter number. Then read that number by using scanf %d %n. Now number is negative when it is less than 0. So if in round bracket if n is less than 0, round bracket complete. Then printf you enter negative number. Then printf program ends and returns 0. Suppose if you type, you can see I have run the program, you can see in the output I have typed -6. So if -6 is less than 0, so condition is a true value. So it printf what? You enter the negative number. If I again run the program, if I type 5, then condition fails here. 5 is less than 0? No. So it skips the printf statement, you enter the negative number. And it goes to control, goes to the where? Printf program ends. So it print the output program ends. Let us see another program using if-else statement. Program to check whether given number is even or odd. Now you know that even number is completely divisible by 2. So first include the header file #include stdio.h. In the main function, declare the variable n of type int. Print the message enter number. Read that number scanf %d %n. Now if number is completely divisible by 2 means remainder will be 0. So check the if n mod 2. For remainder operation you use the mod operator. If n mod 2 equal to 0, so compare that value with the 0. If it is true, then printf \n %d is an even number and the %d will replace by that value of n. Else printf %d is an odd number. Now I have run the program here and enter number 3. So 3 mod 2 remainder is 1. So 1 is not equal to 0, so it will come in else part. It will print 3 is an odd number. Now again I run the program. I enter here 4. It print 4 is a even number because 4 mod 2 gives the 0 and if remainder is 0 means even number. Now next topic is nested if-else statement. When an entire if-else statement is enclosed within the body of if statement or in the body of else statement or in the both, it is known as a nested if-else statement. There are different ways of writing nested if-else statement. You can see in the figure, if condition 1 is true, again check the condition 2. If the condition 2 is true, then execute the statement 1. If the condition 2 is false, then execute the statement number 2. If the condition 1 is fail, then statement 3 will be executed. Now in next nested if-else statement, if condition 1 is true, then check the condition 2. If the condition 2 is true, then statement 1 will be executed, otherwise else statement 2 will be executed. But if the condition 1 is fail, then control will come to the else part. In else part again check the condition. If condition 3 is true, then statement 3 will be executed, otherwise statement 4 will be executed. The other way of presenting nested if-else statement, if condition 1 is true, then only execute the statement 1, otherwise control will come into the else part. Now in else part check the condition 2. If the condition 2 is true, then statement 2 will be executed, otherwise statement 3 will be executed. Let's see flowchart of the nested if-else statement. Here condition 1 is checked first. If it is true, then inside the if body check another condition 2. Condition 2 is true, then statement 1 will be executed. If the condition 2 is false, then statement 2 will be executed. But if the condition 1 is failed, then control will transfer to the condition 3 in else part. Now in else part, check the condition number 3. If it is true, then statement 3 will be executed, otherwise statement 4 will be get executed. Let us see example by using nested if else statement. Now in this program checks whether given year is leap year or not. Now a leap year is exactly divisible by 4 except for century years. Century years means years ending with 00. The century year is a leap year only if it is divisible by 400. So same condition we are applying in nested if else format. So in main function we declare a variable year of type int. In printf we are giving the message please enter any year you want to check, you wish to check. Then scanf %d and %year. Now if year mod 4 equal to 0, if year is completely divisible by 4, then check for century year, if it is century year or not. If year mod 100 equal to 0, means century year, then check if it is divisible by 400. So if year mod 400 equal to 0, then printf it is leap year. If it is not, then printf it is not leap year. But if the year is not century year, then it will come this part, else part. Means else printf year is a leap year. Means divisible by 4 but not divisible by 100, that is leap year. If year mod 4 is failed, is not true, in that case control will transfer to last else part. We will print %d is not leap year and then year, this %d will be replaced by the year's value. Suppose year equal to 1999. Now this year is not leap year. If I divisible by 4, remainder is not equal to 0. It will come directly in else part. It will print it is not leap year. Suppose if the year is 2000. If the year is 2000, then first condition divisible by 4 equal to 0, yes, true. Then check for century condition. 2000 mod 100 equal to 0, yes, 0. So again check, it is divisible by 400, so 2000 divisible by 400, yes, equal to 0, so it is leap year. Now check the 2004 year. Now first condition is 2004 divisible by 4, yes. Then check for century year. It is not century year because remainder is not 0. So it will come directly in the else part, %d it is a leap year. Next topic is else if ladder. It is used when there are more than 2 possible actions based on different conditions. The test conditions are evaluated from top to bottom. Whenever true condition is found with if statement, the statement associated with it is executed. When all the test conditions become false, then the default else will be executed. Now you can see here in the syntax, if condition 1 is true, statement 1 will be executed. Else if it is failed, then condition 1 is failed, then it will come else if part. Else if condition 2 is true, then statement 2 will be executed. Otherwise check third condition. So else if condition 3. If it is true, then statement 3 will be executed. If the condition 1, 2, 3 are all false, then else part will be executed. This chain generally looks like a ladder. It is called as else if ladder. You can see in the flow chart, if condition 1 is true, then statement 1 will be executed. If condition 1 is false, then else if check the condition 2. If it is true, then statement 2 will be executed. Otherwise, if it is false, then check for condition 3. If it is true, then statement 3 will be executed. If it is false, then default statement in else part will be executed. Let us see program using LCP ladder. So this program displays the grade or class depending on the marks. So in the main function, declare a variable marks of type int having the value 83. Now depending on different conditions, it will display the grade or class. Suppose if the marks are more than 75, and printf the first class. Else if marks are more than 65, then printf the what second class. Else if marks are more than 55, then printf the third class. If all the condition fails, then it will come in else part and printf the fourth class. Now here marks are 83. So if the marks 83 is more than 75, so it will print the first class. Suppose if the marks are 53. Suppose if the marks are 53 and first condition fails, it will come in second condition. 53 is more than 65, so it also fails. Again come to third condition. 53 is more than 55, no. So all three fails, it will come in else part, so it will print the what fourth class. Let us see program using nested if-else statement. Suppose if you want to check two numbers are equal or not. If they are not equal, then which one is the greater number? Print that greater number. So here hash include stdio.h. In the main function, we define two variables, variable 1 and variable 2 of type integer. Then accept the value of variable 1 and then accept the value of variable 2 using scanf function. So scanf %d ampersand variable 1 and scanf %d ampersand variable 2. Now if variable 1 in if statement we give the condition if variable 1 is not equal to variable 2, if it is true, print that variable 1 is not equal to variable 2. So %d is not equal to %d. This first %d will replace by the value of variable 1 and second %d will replace by value of variable 2. If they are not equal, then which number is greater? So if variable 1 is greater than variable 2, printf that variable 1 is greater than variable 2. If it is not, then print that variable 2 is greater than variable 1. So in if statement, we include our if-else statement. Suppose if variable 1 is not equal to variable 2 fails, it will come in else part. So in else part, %d is equal to %d means variable 1 is equal to variable 2. So I have run the program here, input the value of variable 1 4, input the value of variable 2 8. So 4 is not equal to 8. So it will, after that it will print 8 is greater than 4. So again run the program. Suppose 4 again 4. So 4 is equal to 4. So we have used here nested if-else statement, if-else block in a other if block. Let us see program using LCP ladder. Suppose if you want to find maximum of 3 numbers, so we can use LCP ladder here. Now this program can be written in many ways. I have used here LCP ladder. So hash include stdio.h. In main function, declare 3 numbers, 3 variables a, b and c of type integer. In printf, accept the 3 numbers. So scanf %d, %d, ampersand a, ampersand b and ampersand c. So pass the address of the a, b, c. Now in first if statement, if a greater than b and a greater than c, then printf largest equal to a number. Else if it is first condition is false, then check if b is greater than a and b is greater than c, then printf largest is b. Again, if this condition fails, then else part comes. So in else part, printf largest equal to c number. So here if, else if and else is used here. Now I have run the program here. 10 interval 3 numbers 10 comma 10 space 30 space 20. The 3 numbers are 10, 30, 20. Now 30 first. A is a 10, B is a 30 and C is a 20. Now 10 is greater than 30 and 10 is greater than 20. So here fails condition. So next part, else 30 is greater than 10 and 30 is greater than 20. You satisfy the condition and print the largest number equal to 30. Next statement is switch statement. Switch statement is an alternative to nested if-else statement or else if ladder. By using nested if-else statement, it makes program more complex. It's very difficult to understand the conditions and it is very difficult to find the error. So switch is a multi-way decision-making statement which selects one of the several alternatives based on the value of the single variable or expression. It is mainly used to replace nested if-else statement or else if ladder statement. The expression in switch evaluates to return an integral value. Now this integral value is then compared to the values present in different cases. It executes the block of code which match with the case value. If there is no match, then default case or default block will be executed. This is syntax of the switch statement. A switch in round bracket expression. Now we solve the expression to integral value. This integral value is compared with the different case values. Case constant 1, case constant 2, case constant 3, like that. So if the value of expression match with the case constant 1, then statement will be executed. If it does not match, it will go to case 2. Case constant 2. If it matches, then statement 2 will be executed. Now break statement is used to exit from that case. After executing statement 1, exit from that case or exit from the switch statement. If the case 1, case 2 does not match, then default will be executed. So in syntax, constant 1, constant 2 are either integer constant or character constant. When switch statement is executed, the expression evaluates to integral value and control is transferred to directly group of statements whose case label matches to the expression value. Now break statement is used to exit from the switch block or case matching case. Let us see in a flowchart. Now in expression evaluate to integral value, if it matches with the case 1, then this statement will be executed and after that break is used so exit from the switch block. If case 1 does not match, then check with the case 2. If case 2 matches, the statement this part will be executed. If it does not, if case 2, case 3 does not match, then default will be executed and after that break will be used and it will switch from the switch statement. Let us see now example C program using switch statement. So in the main function, we declare a variable num of type int having the value 8. Now we check the value here in the switch expression. Switch num, this value is num having value 8. Now match the value 8 with the different cases. Here case 7, case 8, case 9 and default is given. So num equal to case 7. So num is 8 and case 7 does not match. So it will go to next case. Next case is case equal to case is 8. So num 8 and case 8 will be matched. It will print the value is 8 and then give the break statement. So break statement will exit from the switch case and control will come here, return 0. If the case 7, case 8, case 9 does not match, then default will be executed. Now there are some points to note about switch statement. The expression after switch keyword must yield an integer value. That is, it can be an integer or character constant or a variable or expression that evaluates to an integer value. We don't use those expressions which may return floating point value or strings. The case label, that is the values, must be unique. The case label must end with a colon. Break statement is used to exit from the switch block. It is required to use the break after each case. But if you do not use it, then all the consecutive statements of the other case will be also get executed. So default case is executed when none of the mentioned case matches with the switch expression. Default case can be placed anywhere in the switch case. Even if we don't include the default case, switch statement also works. Nesting of switch statements are allowed, which means you can have switch in statement instead another switch. But nested switch statements should be avoided as it makes program more complex and less readable. It is an example of switch case. Suppose if you want to write a program for simple calculator for performing simple arithmetic operations using switch statement. Now first include the stdio.h file. In the main function, now define two variables n1 and n2 of type double. Then for operation plus minus, we define the character and variable name is operation of type character. Then print the message enter an operator. So operator can be plus, minus, multiplication and division. So scanf read that operator by using scanf %c ampersand operation here. The printf enter two operands, so read the two operands n1 and n2. So type is double, so we are use here scanf %lf to read for the double type. Now in switch we are checking the operation value is plus, minus or multiplication or division with the cases. So switch operation. Now in switch, the operation must be an integer value, integer constant or can be a character constant. So here we have used here character constant. So case in single quotes character constant plus. If it is plus sign, if you type plus, then it will match the case plus sign. So printf %f n1 plus n2. After that we have given the break statement to exit from the switch statement. If does not match with the plus sign, then it will go to the minus sign. If case minus, then we will subtract the number n1 minus n2. After that multiplication, so printf, in printf again you multiply n1 into n2. After that division. If none of the case matches, it will come to default part. So default printf error operator is not correct. So in switch statement you can write case here. Every case, every expression means value of the operation must match with these case values. So after case give space and then value. After that colon. Then every case statement must include the break statement. Otherwise, if you don't give the break statement, it will execute the next case statement, next case minus, case multiplication, case division. So to exit from the case statement, switch statement, you use the break. I have run the program here. You can see in the output, enter an operator. I have used plus sign. Enter two operands. I have used 20 and 10. Result is 20 plus 10, 30. Let us see assignment. Short questions. What is the use of control statements? What are the types of control statements? What is the purpose of decision making statements? Then long questions. Explain if-else statement with example. Discuss a nested if-else statement with example. Let us short out on switch statement. I hope you will like this video. Thank you for watching.